People seek it through food, entertainment, social media, substances, and achievement. The common assumption is simple: more pleasure leads to more happiness. Yet modern life shows a paradox. As access to pleasure increases, rates of anxiety, depression, and dissatisfaction also rise. The explanation lies in how the brain regulates reward. Pleasure and pain are processed in the same system. When the brain experiences pleasure, it moves out of balance. To restore equilibrium, it activates opposing forces that generate discomfort. This process is automatic and happens even when the initial pleasure feels harmless. In environments where pleasure is occasional, this system works well. The brain returns to a stable state, and individuals can enjoy experiences without lasting negative effects. However, modern conditions provide constant stimulation. Digital content, processed food, substances, and endless novelty keep the reward system activated for long periods. When stimulation becomes continuous, the brain adapts. It reduces sensitivity to pleasure and increases baseline discomfort. Activities that once felt enjoyable become less satisfying. At the same time, the absence of stimulation begins to feel like pain. This creates a cycle where individuals seek more intense or more frequent rewards to escape discomfort. Addiction is an extreme version of this cycle, but the same mechanism operates in everyday behavior. Checking a phone repeatedly, scrolling through content, or seeking constant entertainment can follow the same pattern. The behavior is no longer driven by enjoyment, but by the need to relieve unease. One important insight is that the problem is not pleasure itself, but excess and imbalance. The brain is designed for fluctuation between effort, reward, and rest. When one side dominates, the system loses stability. Constant reward without periods of absence weakens resilience and increases dependence. A different approach focuses on restoring balance. Reducing exposure to high-intensity rewards allows the brain to recalibrate. Periods without stimulation may initially feel uncomfortable, but over time, sensitivity to ordinary experiences returns. Simple activities become satisfying again. Another principle involves awareness. Many behaviors become automatic responses to discomfort rather than conscious choices. Recognizing triggers, patterns, and emotional states makes it possible to interrupt the cycle. Instead of reacting immediately, individuals can create space between impulse and action. Discomfort also plays a constructive role. Effort, challenge, and even mild stress strengthen the ability to regulate emotions. Activities that require discipline, such as physical exercise, focused work, or learning, create a different form of reward. This reward is slower, but more stable. Modern environments are designed to capture attention and maximize engagement. This makes self-regulation more difficult. Responsibility cannot rely entirely on individual willpower. Awareness of how these systems operate is essential for making informed choices. The central idea is that happiness does not come from maximizing pleasure, but from maintaining balance within the reward system. When pleasure is pursued without limits, it transforms into its opposite. When it is moderated and combined with effort and restraint, it becomes sustainable. Understanding this dynamic changes how everyday behavior is viewed. Small habits repeated over time shape the baseline state of the mind. By adjusting exposure to stimulation and allowing space for recovery, it becomes possible to reduce compulsive patterns and regain a sense of control.